We begin this hour with breaking news. Türkiye has launched an anti-terror operation across the border in northern Syria. Turkish Intelligence says an aerial operation has hit PKK YPG terrorists in that region. Buildings and facilities used by YPG are being targeted following Sunday's terror attack in Ankara. Well, Turkish Intelligence says they will continue to hit operations until the planned target is reached. Well, let's cross over to our diplomatic correspondent Hassan Abdullah, who is in Mardin for us, near the Turkish border with Syria. And what are we learning now about how this operation is going? It is currently operational right now.
That's right. There are basically two fronts. So there's the Syrian front and then there is the Iraqi front. And where I am, this is the V section. So the Iraqi border as well as the Syrian border are very close to where we are at the moment. And this has actually been one of the routes from where the PKK terrorist organization has been trying to infiltrate inside Türkiye as well as move between Iraq and Syria. So the training camps in the Kandil Mountains in Iraq, many of the training activities have been taking place there, and then its militants have been crossing into Syria. Now, the Turkish intelligence is continuing to target places where it says the PKK terrorist organization as well as the YPG terrorist organization have been carrying out planning and also targeting, for example, their ammunition depots. Now, one of the targets that's been hit earlier, authorities tell us, was the place where the terrorists who carried out the attack in the Turkish capital Ankara on Sunday, they came from around there. The planning was done around that place. That has been hit. They're also talking about other centers that have been facilitating terrorist activities that are being targeted. So in Iraq, we're looking at more than 60 targets that have already been hit. In Syria, the exact details are a bit more sketchy, but we understand from authorities that dozens of places have already been struck, including planning centers, places where the authorities say that the terrorists have been carrying out their weapons development programs, so developing weapons, including dirty bombs, to be used in Türkiye. Those places have been struck, and the authorities are saying that they're going to continue with this intelligence-based operations.
OK, for now, Hassan Abdullah, thank you. We'll come back to you and keep you abreast of this continuing coverage on this operation. But about a decade ago, a peaceful uprising against the regime of Bashar al-Assad in Syria turned into a full-scale war that is still ongoing. The country remains deeply divided, with different countries supporting different proxies and terror groups battling to control different regions. Well, let's take a look now at who controls what in the north of the country. What's highlighted, as you can see in yellow, is occupied by the YPG terror group in northern Syria. The US partnered with the Syrian branch of the PKK terror group in the fight against Daesh. Turkey strongly opposes the YPG's presence on its southern border, arguing that supporting one terror group to defeat another is not a feasible approach. Well, the other significant player on this map are the Turkish-backed opposition forces. Now, the green area shows the safe area created by Turkey along its southern border with 4 counter-terrorism operations. The regime of Bashar al-Assad controls the area highlighted in red. This territory has been largely held or forcefully recaptured with help from Russian air power and Iranian and Lebanese militia.